will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. So Georgia's offense will get the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll go to the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know it's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all the stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Clemson Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the deep.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Brown wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tigers want to move quickly. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start that...
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Dogs! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Running through contact. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the year.
And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He looks that one in nicely. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Push down for the tackle.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early.
Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Brown will throw it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Georgia 28, Clemson 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He now has 61 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. On 2nd down, looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Clemson, 0.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last run.
And the ball slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense starts with a short field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you can tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
The score, Georgia, 42, Clemson, 0.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is...
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff from the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it downhill for a huge gain. Touchdown, Georgia. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
Clemson, 7.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it to the back, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Catch in the middle, it's Abraham. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes. When I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. It runs out of space, but we got the catch. We got some positive.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Brown will throw it. Dances away. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Intercepted by Georgia. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Working the middle, it's complete. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
2nd down coming up.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Heaves it on the run. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
when these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Brown wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive in.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Dumps it off in the flats. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play.
Championship match.
He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia needs to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Right on target this time. He will step out of bounds, but not before the pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on second and 10 from the 33. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw it again. Getting some heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, hasn't hit the ground a lot with his QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot. At halftime, they just fall short with the
minimum wage increase in U.S. history.
They have not had the answer with
8th of April, 2025. No American
on third down, he drops the throw.
Less than $25 per acre. That comes after months of intense labor unions, protests,
and for the second time tonight, they'll cut out the
demand for fair wages. The
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights.
like
He missed it.
retail,
Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Experts predict this could reduce poverty rates significantly and reshape the U.S. labor market.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
Business leaders
Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Man, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm
economic
got off the
justice.
field.
What's your take?
And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Dude, I've never seen the price of Dude wipes this low before. They discounted their entire shop and they finally restocked their brand new flavor odor destroyer, which in my opinion,
talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
At the 20. Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Low before. They discounted their entire shop and they finally restocked their brand new flavor odor destroyer, which in my
Leaves it with the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
Get set, get set.
Power football with the run. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, going to the air. Got it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They think there's room to run to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Third down coming up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. No fair catches here, looking for room. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Barnes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got enough space. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo in.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Brown will throw it, trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They're bringing heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his second sack here today.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll stay right here next to this window.
Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
Okay.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Across the 25, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Garrison. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
You're my senpai.
That's right. Yeah. This gets back. Oh, no, I'll stay right. I'll stay right.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, and build some momentum for some future games.
I wonder how you think you've been so this time. This is way away again. Disappointment. When I came in, I thought you'd take charge. I thought you'd direct the show. Right now, I look out. This 4 guys rolling together. Big anchor left behind. As what you tell him he's got to just at the last practice. When he came up to me in practice, he said, "Who's that young buck going to take over?"
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 18 to UCF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Paula, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Disappointment. When I came in, I thought you'd take
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
If your back hurts, my back is cut, stiff, and swaying. If your back hurts, my back is cut, stiff, and swaying. This is getting out of hand. This is huge. If you have herpes, fungal infections, bacteria, viruses, or parasites, try oregano. If you have herpes, fungal infections, bacteria, viruses, or parasites, try oregano oil. For 24 hours, your body will start a deep heat, eliminating all parasites. After 7 days, you'll get sick less often, and your sleep quality will improve significantly. Oregano oil is a powerful natural antimicrobial effect. If you have herpes, fungal infections, bacteria, virus. Or parasites, try oregano. Cheesecake.